Hey, it's your boy No Face No Case, and today we got Bobby Shmurda jumped in the club and his chain snatched.
Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh shit! Bobby! Oh! Where's the crashing out? He crashing out. He crashing the fuck out,
So a lot of people online were wondering, like, where's Bobby's crew? Like, how is he out there by himself holding it down and getting jumped in the club? See, here's the thing, right? When artists get on, and Bobby Shmurda was on and popping with that song, I forgot the name. I think it was Hot Shit or something. Before he went to jail. Now, when artists get on, they find out when you run around and you got a 15, 10, 20 person entourage, it costs a lot of money because you got to pay for all these flights. A lot of these guys on private jets. And, if you're doing shows every week, every weekend, that stuff starts to add up. So once he went in and he came home, he can't move the same. You got to protect the bag. You cannot be running around here with a full entourage and, not having those people around actually saves you money. But at the same time, his back door was kind of open. Now, he got jumped by a group of people and they took his chain. Now, once you get to a certain level, I wouldn't even rock the jewelry anymore. I mean, if you're going to rock the jewelry, you got to have an entourage. You got to have the steppers in place to actually, protect the bag. And jewelry is a bad investment. Most of these rappers got fake chains anyways. I used to have a whole bunch of jewelry. I spent like 60, 70 bands on 3 rows of Cubans iced out just for me to be in the club and see a guy with a similar setup and he got lab jewelry and our shit shining the same. And most people can't even tell the difference anyway. So it's unfortunate that they jumped him and took his chain. Now his chain is on a greasy neck tour. And see, here's the thing. If I was him, I would sue the club. Fuck it. They security let that shit go down. Folks shouldn't have been that close. And once these artists get really, really big and their career start to die down, that's when they start doing shows in these smaller venues. These smaller venues bring your value down. They call it the chitlin circuit. It bring your value down. You went from doing, larger, you know, larger places, and now you at these underground spots because his career wasn't where it was before he went to jail. That's one of the things about going to jail. It messes up your career, unfortunately. So it's kind of messed up. He went and got a new chain, and he showed off that, he only got a couple knots that they ain't really do no real damage. But this is like the fucked up situation about being a rapper. People gonna test you. They're gonna play with you, especially when it comes to this jewelry, because you can say it ain't happened, but once they got your chain, that shows proof that somebody got up on you and somebody got with you. So if I was him, I wouldn't even rock the chain back out to the next event because they're gonna try you again in a totally different city. So with that being said, Bobby, keep your head up. At least you held it down. It's kind of hard when you fighting a group of people, but at least you ain't go out like no bitch. You held it down. You took your lumps, and yeah, straight back to the money. It is what it is, and hopefully, this don't turn into something else. Hopefully, it ain't no retaliation trying to get your chain back and all that. Let's keep this shit civil. Keep that bag coming in, and keep the vibes vibing. If that makes sense. But yeah, Bobby, keep your head up. If I was you, man, you need to come out with another hot song so that you can get out of these bullshit clubs for that bullshit money, because it ain't worth it, because that could have went totally south. Luckily enough, he ain't end up in the hospital, no real injuries, and just some lumps. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation. And it's kind of messed up that You know, it ain't look like it in the video like he had somebody with him. He at least need one homeboy or some kind of security with him. You know, ain't no way I'm going into no town and I'm trusting club security because they'll backdoor you too. You know, I've actually been to that particular club before, so you know, I kind of got some type of understanding of the landscape. But when you out here famous like that, people will try you. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's no face, no case. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'm out.